family. And sometimes we think that we're not very important. Sometimes we think that a little town like Deer Creek or a little town like I come from, DeLand, Illinois, that we're not very important. Every member of the Legion family is important. Every member of the Legion family has something to contribute. You never know when that time's going to step up and be. I'm from DeLand, Illinois. My graduating class had 32 people in it. I was not in the top half. And I went on from a little town of DeLand, Illinois to be the elected head of 2.7 million veterans. Not because I'm a great person, not because of that at all. But the Legion taught me what it meant to serve other veterans, to serve my community, and to serve my nation. It gave me the opportunity to do things I would have never been able to do. You'll see this little cross on my cap. I sat face to face with George Bush Jr. when he told us he wasn't going to sign the new GI Bill. We're sitting one-on-one in the Oval Office, and I was arguing with him about signing the GI Bill, the newest one. We argued, and when we got done, he said, "Marty, we're going to have to agree to disagree." I said, "No, we're not. When I walk out of here, I'm going to fire up 2.7 million veterans, about 1 million auxiliary members, and about 800,000 sons. And we're going to call everybody that we can find in the political arena to cause you trouble." When I got ready to leave, he said, "Marty, I like the cross on your cap. You believe in something." As I left, they asked me to give him 2 days to look at what we had left and the material we had left about the GI Bill. That was on a Friday morning. Monday morning, I got a call and said, "Marty, can you be back at the White House this coming Thursday?" And I said no. I happened to be committed to go to Iraq at the time. But on Thursday of that next week, he signed the new GI Bill. I like to think I had that much to do with it. I'm not sure it was me at all, but it was the American Legion and the American Legion family that had something to do with making sure that new GI Bill got signed. And that takes care of our soldiers today. So sometimes you think, well, my membership's not that important. I'm here to tell you it's important. It's important that we believe and do what we have, what this post has done for 50 plus years. If you ever want to really think about what the commitment means, the American Legion family is committed to the Legacy Scholarship. I don't know how many of you know what the Legacy Scholarship is. The Legacy Scholarship's one simple thing. It is our commitment to the children of our fallen comrades that they're going to be able to go to college. Is this gal getting paid by the mile or what? I hope she is. It's our commitment that any dependent child of a soldier killed in the global war on terror will be able to go to college because we're going to pay for it. It is a $20 million commitment that the American Legion family has made to our comrades. Think about it. What other organization in America can make that statement? That no matter who you are, you're the dependent child of a soldier, sailor, airman, marine, Coast Guard person killed in the global war on terror, you're going to be able to go to college because we're going to pay for it. I don't care what your situation is. That's a $20 million commitment that the American Legion family has made to our fallen comrades. That alone should make you proud to think of what we do. Those are the type of things, those are the reasons people have started this post 50 years ago, have continued to nurture this post, today to take a minute and think about what it means to serve your country through the American Legion family. A lot of pride to be taken. That's a lot of fun too. I'm sure we've got stories here about the fun time, the events, and those things too. And that's important also. I'll tell one little quick story that brought everything into perspective to me. When you're the national commander, I was home 16 nights in 14 months that I actually slept in my own bed. The rest of the time you're traveling and representing the organization. I got on an airplane coming back from California, got to my seat, sat down, and there was a lady just about my age, maybe just a little older than I was, sitting next to me, and she was very obviously upset. We were on early boarding, and she was upset. As people were boarding the airplane, they were looking at me like, what'd you do to make her mad? So finally I said, ma'am, is there something, what's wrong? And she said, well, I'm on my way to meet my daughter. And I said, okay, she said, her husband was just killed in Iraq. And I'm going to help her through this time. And now she's really upset because, you know, of course you're in an airplane. And you're sitting side by side. I've got my, I'm sure, a shirt on that said American Legion or something. But what do you say in those times? What can you possibly say to someone in that situation? So I tried to console her, and now she's physically weeping. So now the whole plane thinks I'm a jerk. And as she calmed down and regained her composure, I said, did they have any children? And she said, yes, a boy 9 and a girl 11, if I remember right. I said, as you need help now, you need to see your local Legion post. But as those children grow, and I told her about the Legacy Scholarship, that we would help them go to college. And she just couldn't understand. She said, you've never met my daughter. You've never met my grandchildren. You didn't know my son. Why would you do that? Why would you make that commitment? And that was the first time I knew exactly what to say to her, because it's the right thing to do. It's what we do. We're the American Legion. And that experience alone was a great experience for my year. 50 years of service, 50 years of struggles, like all post-struggle on an occasion, but don't ever lose sight of why we're really in the American Legion. It's to serve other veterans, to serve our communities, and serve our youth. Thank you so much.